Awesome. And the reason we're angling our feet is that we create this, I know it's tight, but this aisleway right here, okay? You can see that we're sitting 3 feet below actual floor level. We've already started to develop this line of demarcation right here. And you can see that we're going to be safe where we're at right here in this position, okay? I'd like to point out, we have a few sheets of OSB lining the ceiling and the walls. We have a barrel of wood right here. That's going to be our seat of the fire. The OSB lining our ceiling and the walls, that's our contents. This is a contents fire and not a structure fire, okay? That's what we're going to be using to create a really hostile environment in here, okay? All right, so this is our aisleway right here. If we move about in this container, it's only elbows and knees. That's it, no higher than this, okay? If at any time that you need to contact one another, remember, wrap them on their helmet, their breather, or their foot. But we do not want to get their attention and touch their PPEs and create that hotspot by breaking down that thermal barrier. We don't want to create that. If you do develop a hotspot, especially on your pressure points, your shoulders, your knees, your elbows, you know, go ahead and shake it out. Simply roll over, and if you don't get any relief, just go up the center. You don't need to ask for permission or anything. Just go ahead, elbows and knees, and go to the back of the container. And if you still are uncomfortable, just go ahead and exit out at Craig's door, okay? At that time, if you get out there and you feel like you want to re-enter, we'll go over how to re-enter in a little bit. But if you feel sick or uncomfortable or have a mechanical failure with your breathing apparatus, please just go ahead and exit out of Craig's door. If you get your breather problem fixed and you want to re-enter, and that door is shut, his door is shut, just go ahead and knock on his door. And at the appropriate time, he'll let you in. But we don't want to just go ahead and open that door arbitrarily and change the conditions in this container, okay, in this system, in this environment that we're in, all right? Remember, this is a learning laboratory. This is a classroom. We ask that you keep the chit-chat down to a minimum, but if you're not seeing or hearing what we're talking about, please ask up. If we ask you how you're doing, we ask that you respond to that and say, yeah. If I say, how you doing? I want to hear good. All right, that's our gauge on how you're doing. There's 2 different environments. You can see these baffles right here, midway in the container. When we close those baffles and light this, the seat of the fire, we're going to develop 2 different conditions. If you're in back of the baffle, you're potentially going to see a different environment than we're talking about up here. But during a rotation, we're going to rotate you as much as we can. We're going to get you to rotate from the back to the front, front to the back, so we'll all get to see and hear what we're talking about. So if you're in the back and you're unclear of what you're hearing and what you're seeing, you'll get to see it when you get up here, okay? Everybody good on that? Any questions? Okay, the rotation is going to be, we have our backup instructor on the left door, we have our student instructor on the right door, and we'd like to rotate as many of you as we can on that door, okay? So what you're going to hear is the commands of, we have rollover, we have flashover, total room involvement, close the doors. I'm going to temper it down with a little bit of water. We're going to let it blacken it down, and then we're going to ask for rotation. I'll light up the aisleway with this light. We're going to ask that these 2 up front people, I don't care which side starts it, but if you're on this wall, you're going to end up at the back of the line on that wall. If you're on this wall, you're going to go directly to the door guy and replace his hand for hand on that door and take a position on the door. As everybody's doing that, you guys are just bumping your way up. Okay, that's all. Just bump your way up on your rear ends, okay? Everybody go with that? So we're going to practice this right now. Okay, you're going to hear rollover, flashover, total room involvement, close the doors. I'm going to blacken it down. We're going to let it temper down, and I'm going to say rotate. Go ahead and rotate. Stay low and rotate. Come on up, bump your way up, bump your way up, bump your way up. Come on up, come on up. Very good. You guys don't crisscross in the back. If you're on the door, just come straight on up the road. Don't crisscross. So you'd be over there, okay? All right? Everybody good? Ricky?
I was just thinking hose leaks. That's why it's in that hose.
It's okay.
Hose area.
Okay, is there any questions on this? No? Craig, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and exit the container. We'll put our face pieces on.